Hey everybody, it's good to be with you again. My name's Kyle Ferlic and I'm a counselor at the Center for Family Transformation in Cornelius, North Carolina. Last week, the center began video blogging to connect with our community on topics ranging from emotions to parenting to community. This week, we're back with some practical tools on how you might find stability during some of the moments during quarantine when you might feel emotional overload. One thing that many of us can probably agree on is that our pandemic experience has been filled with its fair share of worries, whether they're financial or social or any combination of the two. The fact that so few of us have experienced viral outbreaks in our lifetime, coupled with the thought that we don't know when the quarantine will end, sometimes can result in helplessness and hopelessness. Anxiety doesn't pick and choose the few. I think we're all feeling it, at least in some regard. And at the CFT, we empathize with you. We know that this is a tough and universal situation. And the good news is that there are some tools to help us. I want to share a few of those with you today. The greatest long-term tool that I know about for dealing with anxiety is a strong spiritual foundation. For the last decade, I have personally found incredible purpose, meaning, and hope in my life by following Jesus Christ. But your spiritual perspective is your decision. You know, what we know as counselors is that psychologically the most important part of your spiritual health is just taking your own spiritual journey versus adopting someone else's or avoiding it altogether. Now is a great time to ask yourself the hard existential questions and reach out to somebody that you trust to begin guiding you in this space. With that said, the greatest short-term tools that I know about for overcoming anxiety are in mindfulness practices. Techniques like grounding can help place us back within a window of tolerance regarding our anxiety so that we're not overwhelmed by thoughts or sensations. The truth is that not all anxiety is bad. Some anxiety actually helps us prepare for hard situations. This type of anxiety is found within our window of tolerance. In other words, we can handle it. It's when we feel overwhelmed by our anxiety or worries that we start to move outside of our window. So today I'm going to review with you 2 techniques that can give you a mental reset to move back within your window of emotional tolerance. These are only 2 of many, many tools out there. My colleagues are also bringing you vlog posts this week with amazing mindfulness tactics. So I encourage you to go check them out on our website or our Facebook page. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk through 2 exercises with you. One's called light stream, and another's called tapping. You know, I'll actually demonstrate both of these in the same mindfulness exercise. These 2 techniques became popular through the work of Dr. Francine Shapiro, who created EMDR, or eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. And tapping actually later moved into a standalone grounding tool through the work of Dr. Laurel Parnell. Now, I'm sure these aren't the only individuals using these tools, but that's how I learned. It's really important to note that EMDR should not be done without a trained or certified clinician, but the tools that I am going to show you here can be done in a self-guided way. So we'll start with the light stream. Light stream is an imaginal exercise that's often used to prepare clients for the trauma reprocessing stages of EMDR. I want to practice it with you now. Find yourself in a comfortable position with both feet on the ground and with your hands on your thighs. Begin rhythmically breathing, using your diaphragm if possible, and spend a few seconds on the in-breath and a few on the out-breath. While you get into a rhythm, and as soon as you feel safe, close your eyes. Now, the first part of this exercise is called a body scan. Think about the very tip top of your head. Think about the very hairs on it. Notice what the top of your head feels like. Notice any variations in tension or pressure or different sensations. I want you to take your focus now down through your face and all of the muscles within it. And then move your attention to your body and to your arms. Notice what it feels like in all of the muscles of your legs. And finally, move your attention in and through your toes. Where are you holding on to the most tension? In what area do you feel the most discomfort right now where you're sitting? I want you to notice that. Imagine that tension turning into an object. It could be anything. First thing that comes to mind. What shape is it? Now that you have the shape, we're going to think through its features. What color is the object within you? How is the object moving? Or is it still? What is its temperature? How about its texture? Is it smooth or jagged or something in between? Before we move forward, and with the object in your mind, I want you to breathe. Next, try to imagine a tremendous stream of light flowing from the cosmos or from heaven into your head. The light can originate from anywhere, and many of my clients imagine it coming from their spiritual source, above or beyond. The light is calming, soothing, endless, and powerful. I want you to imagine that light stream like a magnifying glass. It is hyper-focused on the object within you. Imagine the light penetrating the object. Take a minute and notice what happens to it. What does the light do to the object? Keep breathing. At this point, many of my clients often comment that the object is getting smaller, smoother, slower, maybe even cooler. Things are calming within you, and the object might even be disappearing. That's pretty typical. So I want you to keep your eyes closed and continue breathing. We'll now introduce tapping into the exercise. I want you to take note of how you are feeling as the object is changing. Notice what emotions are coming up, especially as the object disappears. If the emotion is positive, allow it to grow stronger. Imagine that emotion as the light itself, and allow the light to spread throughout your entire body. Remember, the light is calming, it's soothing, it's endless, and it's powerful. If it's not an emotion that you feel, but a bodily sensation, that's okay too. Let it fill your body. When the light has fully permeated your being, bring your right hand to your left shoulder and your left hand to your right shoulder, as if you're hugging yourself. While noticing the strong feeling, and as you think about it, gently tap on your shoulders back and forth, one hand at a time. Do this until the emotion or the feeling no longer grows, but is steady at its peak. I want you to tap for a few seconds longer, and then gently bring your hands down to your side. Take a few more deep breaths, and when you're ready, open your eyes. Welcome back. You've completed the light stream technique, and you incorporated tapping into it. I hope that you're feeling a little bit calmer. The light stream was a grounding mechanism, and the tapping neurologically strengthened your feelings of calm and peacefulness in your brain. I often tell my clients that grounding is the concept of using your senses by noticing what's around you or what's in you to pull you out of cyclical, dysfunctional thinking. You know, the great news is that you can use these tools as much as you want or as often as you want, and I hope you find them beneficial. On a final note, remember that the Center for Family Transformation is seeing clients using telehealth all across North Carolina for those who don't feel that they can calm their anxiety or handle their struggles on their own. So please reach out to us today if you need assistance. Be blessed, friends.